Alright, today I'm doing a tutorial for a program called Romshelf. Romshelf is a front end for emulators and ROMs. What a front end is basically a nice menu, so that rather than browsing through your folders to launch your ROMs with your emulators, you have a nice menu to launch them from. So it's a really easy to set up, as easy as a front end can be, in my opinion. And then I would also like to give a shout out to Swish2k for the video that he did on the subject, and his was really good, and he's actually the only one I really learned from. And then I had a problem, so I looked it up and found a solution for it that a lot of people are having problems with as well. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to romshelf.com like I have here. This is the home page. You're going to want to click on download, and then you're going to click on this download link right here. I've already done that, and it downloads a zip file like this. And if you open that up with WinRAR or 7-zip or whatever you have, you'll see all this stuff in here. So just go ahead and drag this into another folder, wherever you'd like that. I've done that here already, an extracted folder. And it should look something like this without this one right here, I believe. That one, you get that file when you launch the program for the first time. So this is... Alright, and then make sure you have an emulator of your choice. I'm using ZSNES for Super Nintendo, which is one of the ones I've always used growing up. And so go ahead and launch Romshelf. I'll show you how it looks. So this is how it launches. If you press escape, let's see. Oh, done. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, there's nothing in here because I haven't told it where my ROMs are or my emulators are. So if you go to options, it's got compatibility with all of these games. I have successfully gotten 5 to work flawlessly, 5 emulators on my other system to work flawlessly, and those are the Atari 2600, the Game Boy Advance, actually, and Game Boy Color, but I deleted that since I have Game Boy Advance, and then the NES and Super NES, and then Sega Genesis are the ones that I've gotten to work pretty much flawlessly on my other system. So alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your emulator of choice and get that in a folder somewhere. I've chosen to do it on the desktop so you can see what's going on. So this is my SNES folder, ZSNES folder. You're going to need this right here. So this, alright, let me go through this. So the launch command right here, this is the emulator that you're going to launch the ROMs into. So this needs to be the path for your executable file for your emulator. So for ZSNES as an example, hold on, I'm on the wrong section. So go ahead and click on your system over here, SNES, and then you're going to edit the file. So here's mine. I'm going to go ahead and copy the file to the folder, and I'm going to paste that in there. And then also you're going to want to do / and type in the exact name of your executable file. So I'm just going to copy that so I don't type it wrong, and then go paste right there. And then go ahead and click Save Settings. If you don't click Save Settings, it won't save that, and it'll be really frustrating. That's happened to me a few times. Then go ahead and click Done. Alright, and then if you have more than one, you can press page up and page down to go through your emulators, but I only have the Super Nintendo emulator right now. So, since there's no ROMs here, I need to tell it where to find my ROMs. So, my ROMs are on the desktop, right here. So I'm going to open that up. And all you need is the path, just this path. You don't need any executable files or anything. So say your ROMs are in this folder. They're in my users Jared desktop ROMs folder. And then you're going to click regenerate ROMs list. And it says I found 2 SNES ROMs, 0 duplicates, and 0 crap ROMs. So if you have 2 Marios, the same Mario ROM in the folder, one of them will be counted as a duplicate and it'll be ignored. As well as crap ROMs. I'm not exactly sure what falls into that category, but like broken ones, I think, something like that. So it's found 2, so I'm going to go ahead and click OK and save my settings and click Done. And you're wondering where they are, so go ahead and press page up or page down and it'll reload your system. And now, as you can see, I can look through these. It has a photograph for most of the games, for most of the systems. Some of them won't be there, and that's because the owner just didn't put the pictures in there for that game. But most of the popular ones, like all the Marios, will be in the list. They'll automatically be up. So you can have those. And then go ahead and click enter, or whatever your button is. Whoops. Looks like it's going to the wrong screen. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what was happening there. It wouldn't record my second screen. I have 2 screens for my computer. Anyways, so here we are back at this. So you see I've got my 2 games, Mario and Zelda. And if I click enter, it loads up just the emulator. I wonder why it did that. Alright, let's see. So I ran into this problem with my other computer, and I found out from a forum that if you get that problem, the most likely solution for it is to just delete everything in this launch parameters line except for the 2 quotes, the 2 brackets, and then ROM file all in capitals. And then go ahead and save your settings, click done, try it again, and there we go. Zelda is launched. Go ahead and play it a little bit so you see that it's working. That seems very loud. Alright. So I'm GGG. Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon. Alright, well, anyways, you see that it's working. It's playable. So let's go ahead and escape. So one thing that I should also mention is that there in the in your options, you press escape. Sorry here. So if you're on this, you just press escape and you'll get the quit or options option. And then click on options. You got controls right here. So there's supposed to be an exit emulator combo. I'm just gonna, let's see. I haven't gotten this to work on my other computer, but I'm gonna try it on this one. So what this is supposed to do, at least what I think it's supposed to do, is when you launch a game, you can press that button. Oh wow, it works on this computer. Okay. Alright, well there you go. So what that does, controls this exit emulator combo. You press that button, whatever you set it as, or buttons. You can set numerous ones, and it will close your emulator when you press those buttons, which is very nice. So say I want to do A as well. It says keyboard space plus keyboard A. But to delete them, you just press backspace, and it'll reset it to nothing, and then you can set it back to whatever you want. If you just try and change it to one thing and press like A or something, it'll actually add it instead of replacing it. So that's why you have to delete it. And so this is where you can configure all your controls and stuff. Your next system, that's to go through your emulators. And then you can make a shortcut to your options menu. Control O will just get you straight to the options rather than going escape options like that. Let's see. Stats is pretty much all the games that you've played, I think. Yeah, so I've played a total of one of my games and only one of my SNES games, which is all I have. Audio I haven't messed around with too much. Graphics I really haven't messed around with too much, so I can't really tell you about those. But you can pretty much do what I've done here with any of the emulators. My recommendation, though, is get your emulator working by itself before trying to incorporate it with this program. If you can't work it on its own, you cannot work it with Romshelf. So get them working before setting them up with Romshelf. Let's see. I don't think there's really anything else for me to say. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and like, maybe subscribe if you want to see some other videos. Thanks for watching.